Sorry about that. I was on mute. But good morning, everyone. So before we start, I really want to apologize about the delay. We already have a session due or every Sunday, 10 to 11. Hence, we get a bit late to join on this session. But okay, let's start with the session. So I can see that I am audible already. Yeah, and so start pouring in the questions. Let's just get started with the event without wasting any further time. Talking about integrity, let's get started with the session. It's okay, Nishant. That's totally all right. By the way, I have a very great news today. The book that we have been talking about since so long, it was Mr. Dinesh Patel. He has already become the bestseller, and I really want to thank all of you, whoever has purchased the book. And it's a very great news for all of us, rather, because most of our authors are becoming number one bestsellers within 24 hours. And again, today we have yet another very talented author, and his name is Mr. Sanjeev Joseph. So I would request both Mr. Nitin Soni and Sanjeev Joseph to turn on their videos and audios. Hello, sir.
Subali, can you hear me?
Yes.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
I am doing great. So we can hear. Can that mic be a little nearer to your mouth? Can hear you very less. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Is it audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. I'll try to speak a little louder as well. Good morning, sir.
Sir,
Good morning,
Namaskar.
sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir. It is a very great moment for me to see you and interact with you today.
It is my pleasure right now to have this live interaction with you. First of all, congratulations. Thank you so much for answering my question the other day in the book launch. Thank you so much for spending your time today. You're doing amazing job out there, and inspiring a lot of people a lot of people, including Shubali and me, and the AB team. So thank you so much for being there, and congratulations to you.
Thank you, sir. I'll start with a small prayer. It's a very important occasion for us because we have celebrated Guru Purnima yesterday. So, with your permission, Preraka Suchak Swava Yachako Darshak Stata Sikchako Bodak Swavo Sedate Gurvo Smrita. The meaning of this prayer is प्रेरणा देने वाले, सूचना देने वाले, सच बताने वाले, रास्ता दिखाने वाले, शिक्षा देने वाले और बोध कराने वाले, ये सारे गुरु समान होते हैं और मेरा नतमस्तक नमन उन सारे गुरुओं को. And because Nitin Soni sir has inspired many authors to write books, and he is one of the among six of gurus which we should always respect. So मेरा नतमस्तक नमन अध्ययन team और नितिन सोनी सर को.
धन्यवाद.
Because of you, your inspiration, many authors have written the book and made their dream come true.
Dhanyavad, it means a lot, and coming out from the mouth of a person like you, a personality like you, it makes so much more, it carries so much more weight. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart and on behalf of the entire team and community. मेरा ऐसा मानना है कि सिर्फ शिक्षक के होने से कुछ नहीं होता, पात्र का होना भी उतना ही जरूरी है, राइट? तो द्रोणाचार्य के शिष्य दुर्योधन भी थे तो अर्जुन भी थे. तो अब ये डिपेंड करता है कि शिष्य कौन है. आई थिंक ये अब सिर्फ गुरु की बात नहीं है, अब शिष्य के ऊपर भी बहुत कुछ डिपेंड करता है. एंड द एंटायर क्रेडिट goes to all these authors like you who took the teachings in the right manner and implemented them, right? So I think that's about it. So sir, how has been the journey? Like, how you're now a published author, people have already started getting your books, you must have started receiving the feedbacks of people, the excitement. How's life post before and after becoming an author?
Yeah, so it has been a very, very good experience now, because one of the thing which I can feel is I can write that I'm a published author. And this topic is a very interesting topic, that is school leadership or leadership itself, as you know. And it has been researched from many years ago, and since ancient time, not only in India, around the globe. So I feel very, very happy, first of all, because you had given a very clear idea how to approach of writing the book. And when I took the niche of leadership, I really, really found that it was a very meaningful topic which I selected. And that is why I was thinking that it has been a great thing for my life to be a part of your webinar. And I think with this book, the one of the purpose of my book is to write down something which can help the budding or principal who are taking that role, both experienced or those who are non-experienced. So it is a great thing which has come out in because of the help of yours. And also let's see how we can continue good work of the purpose of bringing good leadership around, because I'm also very much interested in this particular topic itself.
Right, great. And so now that this book has come out, become a successful principal, just want to ask a quick question here. Like, do you see this job of teachers and principals and academicians and all the teachers getting more difficult and tougher ever since everything has started happening online, including our conversation right now, like completely virtual, right? So has it, like, what do you think about it? Has it like become more difficult for them, or is it has it become or I mean, what's your take on this?
Yeah, so basically we always tell the students to be ready for challenge. Similarly, as a teacher or as a principal, we should also be ready for challenge, because I always believe in example is better than precept.
Yep.
What you preach or what you teach, your action should also match.
True.
Basically, if you take myself, I've started my journey with technology, starting with our days. That is something called as typewriter, if you remember.
Yep.
That monochrome one colored computer, and the floppy disk which we used to have.
Yeah.
And come a long way till now, where the internet connectivity collaboration is so good around the world. So basically for me, it has been a progress which I was very much interested. So I've been using those technological aspect in my education or teaching learning from the beginning, as I told you, from the typewriter till date. But then there is a challenge where there is something called as change mindset, or mindset for change. And we know that the world is changing, it is evolving from the beginning till now, and it goes on like that. So naturally, what I believe that you have to be ready for this kind of challenges. And I've seen that there is a lot of schools doing very well, and there are school which is giving a very good online education, and I congratulate them. And one of the important aspect which I've learned is there is something called as differentiation. Very important chapter for one of the chapter from my book, where you can reach each student, you can reach each of the teachers, you can reach each of the parents. because there has to be a reach to individual people, and technology plays a very, very good role in that. And we can reach. There is something called as flipped classroom, or there is something called as flipped uh, learning, where flipped learning you can reach to individual child. So I feel that let us take this challenge, and my mission always states, let us not lag but lead.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm just curious to know, like I'm sure your students, the moment they came to know that their sir has written a book, I mean, what was their reaction? Were they expecting it? Like did they know about already that you'll be coming up with a book, or what did that come as a surprise?
Yeah, so I had a one session with my 10th graders and 8, 9, 10 graders initially before my uh, book was going to be published. And I told them, Ki, what you want to become? I was just asking them. And one of the child told, sir, I want to become an author.
Wow.
And then I realized, Ki, wow, this is something very, very good. And I told him, Ki, look at the student. I am also writing a book. And then he was very much interested. Sir, when is it going to come? And many of them started, following what I'm doing and all. And then we came to the book publication. And I told him, Ki, I got a very good, team which is helping me. And maybe if you need any help, you can, reach me, and, and reach the team also to write the book. So it is something very, very good for the children, because they follow the teachers, they follow their leaders. So what we do, they also do follow that. So naturally our goal is to help them, and that is how I feel that it has gone to in a very, very good manner. On the day of what you can call publication, we had a lot many students there.
Yeah.
I told Subhali also, Ki, there are so many students in this particular what you can call live session. So again, all thanks, credit goes to the team there, Adhyyan. And also, I feel that with all the work which we are doing, or the knowledge or skills which we are giving through our book to the students, teachers, or parent community, it can be somewhere helpful for them to grow as they want to grow.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So here's I think one thing that we should be looking at, especially you being in that position. I think you should inspire your students, because I believe young kids and young students, they have unbelievable potential ideas, right? More than you and me can imagine, right? They think out of the blue, right? Out of the box. So please do inspire them to write a book, right? Your students. And trust me, these young people, if they write books and if they publish it, it's going to help them. This tag of being a published author will help them for the rest of their lives. When they go out, when they look for a job, when they start a business, they become who they want to become. Admission in these big colleges across the globe, being this tag that they're a published author of a particular book, it literally makes them stand out from everybody else. Please do inspire your students, just like what you have achieved. I think now is the time to inspire them. You should tell them that go ahead, write on whatever topic that you want to write on, become a published author, and we'll be happy to support in whatever way we'll be able to.
Yeah, so basically he's in grade 8th, 9th now. So still we have 1 more year or 2 more year with him. And I'm looking forward for him to get a guidance from my side. And if I have to reach to the team, I'll surely reach, sir.
That would be great. That would be great. Great, Dr. Sanjeev Joseph. I think we really want to thank you for coming here today and joining us for this quick talk. Do you want to talk a little bit about your book and tell people about what this book is all about and what they should expect?
Yeah, so basically, before writing the book or till I published the book, it was totally your guidance and my experience. But after that, I started looking at, is there any research which has happened where I can see that some correlation between what I've written and what is there. I got a very interesting book called as School Leadership That Works, written by 3 people. And that was a study which tells or spanned from 1970 to 2005. And they have given 21 aspects which are required for school leaders. And that is a meta-analysis studies. And I was just correlating that whether this book matches something with my experience, what I've written. And this book is with me. So you can see, I always keep the things ready for my meetings. So I'm ready with this. And so I was matching chapter to chapter, and they've told the same thing in different wording. But here I've taken as, say, first chapter as professional development. They're talking about something called as intellectual stimulation, where you have to give the freedom to the teachers to grow professionally, to grow their skills, knowledge. And the same thing which I'm telling as professional development. Second chapter is something called as affiliation from my book. The research of 30 years tells the similar wording. This is called as outreach. And they're telling key the school leadership should have the knowledge for the policies of the local community, government, and the board. Exactly similar thing I'm telling in my book as affiliation. And I matched chapter to chapter. I go to the next topic called as annual calendar. And they tell that there is something called as focus, what you are going to do in a year. So very clearly they're telling that you should be prepared with yourself as annual calendar, or all the things which you're outlining for your school. So I was very, very happy. And before I go to the next few points, I would like to make a special gesture again for Adhyyan team. And Subhali has done that. I give a gratitude to Nitin Soni directly now, because it is an honor for me to interact with you. So this is something called as Adhyyan book, and inspiring people. So thank you again, Adhyyan team, for this particular wonderful thing which you have come out across for inspiring people. Can I continue?
Please do.
Yeah. So next chapter is something called as curriculum development. It is very clearly telling in that particular research of 30 years in school leadership. And interestingly, the book is from K1 to K12. That is, kindergarten to grade 12. And that is complete school. Even national education policy has gone to a lower level now. That is, we used to start national education policy from grade 1 to grade 12. Now, even the pre-primary school is also under the national education policy. So that is very, very clearly telling something called as curriculum development, teaching methodology, assessment, and how you evaluate your teachers, how you monitor your students, and so on. So these are all basic aspects which I've chosen as your guidance is there in the research itself, but not with the same name. Few of the chapters are word to word same name, like for example, assessment, then something called as professional development, and so on. So again, these all are there in my book itself. So I hope that the budding principals, or those principals who want to reach or go back again to basics of school leadership, they can go through these chapters, because it has also got various different way of communication or communicating what I'm telling to what you can call the principals there, and they can get it that what basic things they require. And it can be any teacher who wants to grow, or any vice principal who wants to grow, and a budding principal who is coming up. So it is going to help them.
Great. Sanjeev ji, I want to ask this question because this comes up all the time from these community members. The question is, we are busy. We don't have time. How do we find time to write a book? We are busy. We don't have time. So how do we create time, and how do we find time to write a book? We want to, but we're not able to find time. My question to you, is there a way to find time to write a book? And how did you find time to write your book, sir?
Yeah, so basically I've told this answer again before also to Subhali. Where there is a will, there is a way. So if you have a will to write a book, you'll come across all the obstacles and write. So naturally that particular aspect of the will, the interest, and your commitment to write the book is the first most important thing which you should have. And then you must have certain framework ready for you, which is coming through the idea given by the Adhyyan team, that how you should proceed. That what if first you find a niche, and you find the different chapters, and the other aspect how you should proceed to write a good book. Also, one very important thing is, like, for example, how to get the time. So naturally, as a principal, as a teacher, I always tell that there should be something called as time management of the students during the exam, time management of the teachers during any functions relate very closely for any exam. So how do we manage the time? So I took out the time where I can get very less distraction and sit for a consistent period. Then I can write. And one of my review was done by one of the person who is my, a very close friend as well. And she told Ki Sanjeev, I was asking to her, she's a coach as well. I'm also a life coach. So we were discussing something about how to write a book. And that time I wanted to get some suggestion. And she also told me, go consistent, because she's also author. She told that go consistent and sit there in every day and make that time. So I tell the budding authors that they should have a time given to this, because you have to have balancing that time when you are free and free from distraction. Then you can slowly, steadily write chapter to chapter, and then reach your dream, because you cannot jump from one to the last step. You have to go from one chapter to other chapter, and it needs time.
Absolutely. And you rightly said, find when you are in that rhythm, just continue doing it, right? Be consistent. Consistency is the word. It's not that you write a chapter one day and you don't write anything for the next 20 days. You have to be consistent. You have to be in the flow is the name of the game. Sanjeev ji, did the program help you? The superpower course or the program that we have created, was that helpful in any way in this entire journey for you?
Definitely. I've been telling from the day one that I did not have any idea about writing a book. I was searching to grow myself professionally. I came to the Facebook. I landed on the same page of your webinar, and I attended it. And it was so systematically, done, from the one first step to the last step. And it was very clear. And that is why I always thank all of you from bottom of my heart, because everything was so smoothly done for me, starting from publication, making the cover page, going for Amazon or different platforms. It was all systematically done from Adhyyan, and I'm very, very grateful to you. It is a wonderful journey, because someone as experienced as you helps us. It becomes very easy for us to sail along, because you have given the path to us to move with a light. There's a light there, how to move, and naturally we just have to move what you have told, and you have told that these are the corners, these are the curves which will come, and you can reach your goal. So thank you once again.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and looking forward to your next book now, because the best thing that you do once you reach at the end point of your of journey one is that you start journey two, right? So I guess you've already started working on the second book. Looking forward to have many more such interactions with you. It was a pleasure having you, sir. It was a pleasure listening to you, and I'm sure your words have inspired the audience today.
There are two things which I would like to say. One is about, there was a principal who was discussing with global principal, and this principal was myself. And we were talking, it is on a lighter note, that, what about stereotype jobs or studies or things in all over the world is happening. A particular gender is, having given chance for, say, engineering or medical, and what is happening in your country. Then I told them that in our country, we have got three goddesses, that is Saraswati, Lakshmi, and Durga. That is power, education, and finances with the goddess. So we are having very safe hand in India for education. And also, as we are winding up, I would like to sing one very simple line relating two things which is happening. One is related to a very good leader itself, this movie. And second thing is something like Olympic, which is happening. Sorry, one line, 2 lines.
Please.
Chak de India, chak de India. This movie is about a leader, and he was a leader who was forgotten. And again, the story is about a team which was not given any what you can call focus or concentration or help. And
True.
that is also something called as a leader, ladies, and they came out with the obstacles and they won. So we all take this message from this, that a good leadership can bring a good result. And I can see that Adhyyan team as a good team of leaders leading others, and we get empowering from yourself. We get inspiration from yourself. And thank you so much. Definitely looking forward for a few more books and getting help from the Adhyyan team as well.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your presence today. And friends, everybody who's listening to us right now, the link to his book is right there in the chat box. It is one of the best ways to appreciate a fellow author, is to grab a book, read it, and recommend it to people in your circle. Once again, thank you so much, Sanjeev ji, for joining us. Looking forward to more discussions with you in future.
Sure, sir.
All the best to you. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Thank you, Shubhali. Thank you, Adhyyan.
Thank you very much. All right, great. So Shubhali, thank you so much for arranging that, by the way.
My pleasure.
Great. Now, I just want to quickly take a few questions if people have in the chat box.
Sure. So Priya has a question that what is the right time to market our books?
The right time to market the book is when you have written it. Once you have submitted the manuscript to the publisher, that is the time when you should start talking about the book.
Okay. So like everyone else, Ajay has the same question that he cannot find time to write a book.
It's not time issue. It's basically we are not really clear as to what is it that we are missing in our life by not coming up with a book. I want everybody to understand this. What is it that you are missing by not becoming a published author? What is it that you're missing? And once you make a note of the things that you are missing, then make a note. You have to spend time with yourself. You don't have to find time to write a book at all. Couple of suggestions. I've said it 1,000 times and I say it again. If you're not able to find time to write a book, here is my suggestion. Number one, grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, write down why you want to write a book, why this book is important for you, why it is important for you to become a published author, why it is important for you to become an Amazon #1 best-selling author. If you're able to answer this, if you see that it's going to enhance your brand, it will help you, have an extra, have an extra product that will add money to your pocket. It will have something that will enhance your credibility. It will enhance your authority. People will see you in a different light altogether. And you want to take this dream off because it's your dream to become a published author. You want yourself to be called as a published author. If all of this is something that you want to achieve, then you ask yourself, is it important? Is it important to do it now? Right? If your heart tells you, yes, it is important, you must work on it. You've been thinking about it for the past 5-10 years. If not now, when would you work on it? And if your heart tells you, go work on it now, then ask yourself, what is it that's stopping you? Now, things that will come in your mind that would be stopping you are the things that you are already occupied with. So your mind will try to convince you, hey, I have a job. Hey, I have to take care of my family commitments. I have to take care of all of these things. Then you ask yourself, this will always be there. This will always be there. Rather more, there'll be more responsibilities on you. As you progress in your career, there'll be additional workload on you. How will you be able to find time? So listen to me now. The best time to write a book is now. Now the question is, how do I practically find time? First of all, the question is, how much time do we need every single day? How much time do we need? Like 6 hours a day? Are we talking about 6 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours, 2 hours? No, I'm saying get 15 minutes. And if you tell me I cannot find 15 minutes a day, it's not the time issue. It's about will issue, right? So please understand, it's about 15 minutes a day. You just have to find 15 minutes in a day. Come on, don't tell me you don't have 15 minutes. If you have 15 minutes, sit down. Just even if you write one line, I'm okay with it. But just be consistent. And I guarantee you spend 3 days, 15 minutes each. Fourth day, you won't be able to get up. You won't be able to, you won't feel like getting up. You would feel like completing the chapter, right? So it's not about being there regularly. See, the hardest part, and Shubhali, you know it better than me, the hardest part about going to gym, like exercising every single day, is not going in the gym and lifting those weights. Not the hardest part is taking yourself out, dragging yourself out from your house. Yes or no? The most difficult part is dragging yourself out of your house. Because if you drag yourself out, you hit the gym, you work out, right? So all you have to do is drag yourself and make yourself sit on that chair in front of your system. That's it. Time you'll automatically be able to find. As simple as that. I hope that makes sense. If that makes sense to you, put it in the chat box. And I want to, while if there's any other question, like I can see there's another question by Arun, and Arun says, you've mentioned previously 30K words are enough, but it is about 75 pages. 75 pages of what, my friend? 75 pages of a Word document? That's not how a book is published. A page, Word document page size and a published book 5.5, 8.5 size is completely different. 35K words, maximum 40K words is good enough. If you want to write more, you're free to do so. You're already in the rhythm. You can't stop now. But otherwise, what you've written is good enough. There's no challenge whatsoever. Make sense, Somani?
Yeah, it does. So what is like the appropriate page number for even if I am writing a manuscript on Microsoft Word? So what should I keep as the last line or the bottom line?
Of what?
Of a Word document.
You don't need to look at a Word document number of pages. Just look at the number of words.
Okay.
Because your font size, your margins, line spacing will decide how many words are going to be there in one Word document.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make sense. Has to be number of words only. I've recommended 30, 40K words. Good enough.
Okay.
All right.
So, yeah. And also when I am done, I am through with the writing process. So what is the percentage of plagiarism which is allowed?
0%. Why do we want to play around with that number? 0%. But practically speaking, about 8% or 10% is something which is fine. If you are running the manuscript through a software that tells that itna percent is a plagiarized content. 8%, 10% is fine. But still try to, it should be like the lower the number, the better it is. Like 3%, 2%, 5% is fine, practically.
Okay, so Almas, you have 7%, lower it down.
7% is fine. 7% shouldn't be a challenge.
So I do not see any further comments.
Then I have something to share. See,
okay, great.
What I want to share is, about specifically about, we have to understand that we always make it a point, right? We always make it a point that we answer all the questions. Yes or no, Subhali?
Yes.
Shubhali?
Yes.
We always make it a point that we answer every single question that comes our way. The official timing is 11 to 12, but we have gone beyond our time. We have gone till 12:30 as well to answer people's question. Yes or no? And I'm sure what that means is other people wait for us to end the session and be with them because they are the people whose session starts at 12. Yes or no?
Yeah.
But we never do this thing that, if there's any answer that remains, any question that remains unanswered, we don't say goodbye up until we try and give answer to all the question. And hence the little bit of delay that happened today. There were some answers some questions that had that were waiting for appropriate answers that I was giving to people at 11, and hence the 5-7 minutes delay. The interaction got stretched a little bit, and I think you shouldn't doubt the fact that we are committed to answering your questions every single week. If there's a 5-7 minutes delay from our end, I think we should capitalize on this time, utilize this time, not to complain, but to reflect upon and take more questions out. We don't find time, do we? Like, this is the time when we come together like a community, and what we do, we ask questions. So that time when you're waiting for me to come on that screen, is it not possible for us to grab that pen and make a note of few questions that we may want to ask us? Is it not possible for us to use that time to do some bit of a research for our book? Use that time to write our book, right? Right? Do something about the book. It's about a time that we have dedicated to come together. Correct?
Yeah.
So let's not be too fussy about it. Just wanted to share. Great. How I have not on my manuscript with a pleasure to check. Dr. Suwane, it is fine. No problems. If you want to do that, you can. Grammarly Premium is the software from where you can do that. And you were talking about Dinesh Patel. Is he here today?
I don't see him here, but I wish he was here with us, because his book has become a bestseller. Not even like, it did not even take 24 hours actually.
I was very it was very inspiring for me to discuss the interaction that I had with Sanjeev Joseph. But Dinesh Patel, the man of the moment, there you go, failed to win, man. He is, there you go. And if you look at that, that's number one. It sits right up there as a number one bestseller. Failed to win, Har Ki Jeet, and he's literally crushing it as far as his book is concerned, right? And that's Dr. Suresh, right? We had him in the session last time around.
The fourth one, yeah, actually. The fourth one was also is our book. Actually.
Yeah, this one is, of course, and that's Nishant there.
Yeah.
Right? We know him already. Now, this is Fail to Win. I'm going to be looking forward. This is amazing. Look at that. Look at that. Jo suraj bankar doobta hai, wahi to suraj bankar ugta bhi hai. Yes or no? Amazing, right? So amazing. I'm looking forward to an interaction. When are we bringing him on?
We are getting him this Sunday.
The next Sunday?
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing. I'm looking forward to this interaction. He's like Air Warrior Dinesh Patel's book. Well, this sits at number one position, friends. Do you want to congratulate our fellow author right now? Do you want to write congratulations, Dinesh? Because he's right now, when you and me are talking, a number one best-selling author.
Yeah.
Is on Amazon. He just nailed it. He got that particular spot that we long for, that we want for ourselves. Yes or no?
And
I mean, look at that. Amazing.
The biggest part is that his book was live just yesterday around this time.
He's like, I'm telling you, he's already crushing it. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy. This is nice. And this is so heartening to see that, people, it's their journey, right? They join and then we work together, and eventually there is a day when the book is live and bang off, they hit the number one, right? Like a milestone that we achieve in our life. Like, imagine, I remember my time, a milestone of, becoming a C. I took like 5-7 years, and eventually I became a C. The day I became milestone achieved. And as an author, Amazon bestseller, milestone achieved. Isn't that amazing? Absolutely, Arun. The cover is amazing. Sonam, looking forward to your book.
Yeah. I still remember the time when we were creating the cover page for Mr. Dinesh Patel, and we had a lot of pictures to choose from, but this picture was suggested by you, that you must choose this picture, and this picture is very powerful.
Is it not powerful? I mean, it's such a powerful pose out there. Look at him. Amazing. I would love to get a picture exactly like him. Like, I would love to, get it clicked. Absolutely. Deepak says, "Bahut bahut badai ho aapko." And congratulations, says author Prasanta as well. Well, this is amazing. Every single person in this community, I respect you. I value your contribution to this community. I know some of you silently, without screaming about it, buy other authors' books, and you help them hit the number one best-selling spot. There is nothing better in this world than this investment of goodness, right? There's one investment in your life that never fails. It's goodness. Right? So you be good with other people. It's an investment that will come back to you multifold. Keep doing that, my friend. Keep doing that. There's nobody who's going to be giving you any award for this, but this is all getting registered, and it comes back multifold. Now, I know you don't do it with the intention to get it back, but just doing it is amazing. Great. Thank you, Almus. You've been a great contributor. So your message to Mr. Dinesh Patel inspires all of us. And so does the message by Joseph Thomas as well.
Joseph Thomas's book is also like killing it like anything. The day when his book reached our office, the day when his book reached our office, so the entire team just gathered and clicked a picture with that book, and we were so happy to hold his book as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. See, Shivani, why don't you reach out to Shubhali outside of this program? She may set up a call, with the designer, or maybe discuss this on call with you. So, Shivani, you have our email ID. Send across an email. Fix up a time on call. Trust me, you'll get far more clarity the moment you get on a conversation on call with us. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Bhavna says, I've put a link to his book on his YouTube channel. Look at the power of community there. With what intention, right? Is she getting something out of it? No. That's Bhavna for you. And I said, Bhavna, you inspire me. Keep doing that. Amazing. Yes, C.A. Shivani says, congratulations. Superpower author Dinesh Patel. I like that. Very nice. All right, perfect. Perfect. Shivani, there aren't too many questions.
No.
Guys, if this is not inspiring you, this is not if this is not motivating you, what else will? Come up with a book. We are waiting here to bring you live on this call, on these weekly calls, and bring you in front of entire community, all these community members. And I want to see you in your book hitting the Amazon best-selling spot. So tell me, who's next? Put in your name in the chat box. My question to you, who's next? Let me see who types that. Let me see who is excited and inspired. Who's next is my next question.
Manisha says that she's done half. She's already halfway through. So is Almas. So is Bhavna. What are the suggestions, Manisha?
All right, there you go. There you go. It's Manisha. It's Bhavna. Already, right? Dr. Suvarna says, it's me. Yes. Yes. Dr. Suvarna, looking forward to have you here.
Deepak says yes.
Deepak, looking forward. Looking forward, Deepak. I can't wait to have you here. Sonam, can't wait to have you here on the screen. Want to see you, want to talk to you live, right? Like this. I want to have a look at your book, read it, and recommend it. Have it on my table. Give me that opportunity, right? Give me that opportunity, guys. Give me that opportunity. You never know, right?
Ramendra, I'm excited to see your manuscript in my mailbox as soon as possible.
Oh, you already received that?
He's on the verge of it.
He's on the verge. Okay, great. Great.
Dr.
I'm already excited.
Just purchased the book, Dinesh Patel.
Thank you, Dr. Suvarna. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for that gesture, right? This is the best. The only thing that you spend money on that you will never regret in your life is the money that you spend on buying books.
Yeah.
Shivali, this is something that my father and my mother told me when I was a young kid. A young kid as in when I used to get pocket money and I would want to buy things. The one thing that I would ask my mother, like, what should I buy? And she would say, buy books. Buy books. The best thing is you buy any toy in the world, you buy any gadget in the world, sooner or later, you want to throw it in the dustbin.
Yeah.
You buy a book, your kids, your grandchildren will be benefiting out of it. Yes or no? Right? So, this is like books. This is the best thing, right? Like, even if you don't read them, buy them. You will find time to read those books, right? You will find time.
Yes, Narendra, you can use Grammarly Premium for a plagiarism check. Grammarly offers that.
Right. So Ramendra says, sending the title to Shubhangi today. You have a lot of names there.
Yes, absolutely. I think the name is a little difficult to understand.
It is. Shubhali is the name, by the way. All right, great. So, perfect. I think there aren't too many questions. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the session.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the session? Did you enjoy the presence that we had here today with you? I hope you enjoyed it. Put it in the chat box. How was it? Did it inspire you once again? Were you looking forward to this interaction? This thing that we do every single Sunday. Does it inspire you? Does it motivate you? Does it make you stick to your goal? Does it make you think that I'm going to be the next one right up there? Does it do that? Yes or no? If yes, put it in the chat box. I want to see, because that's why we come here, right? What is it that I'm getting out of these sessions? If I'm able to inspire you, if I'm able to give you that dose of motivation that you need, and if I'm able to give you that little push and answer your questions, right, and make you an unstoppable author, I think the purpose is solved. Am I right, Shubham?
Yes, absolutely.
And with your support and support of people like you behind it as a team is absolutely incredible. Every single community member, and including myself being a member here, we can't thank you enough, Shubhali. We can't thank you, your entire team, all of them. And by the way, we are celebrating the birthday of one of our team members today, Yukta, right? Guys, how many of you know Yukta? Like Yukta Gulati, like she's
first point of contact through AB.
Absolutely. I'm sure a lot of you who have signed up must have spoken with Yukta Gulati. Today is her birthday. You should have brought her on screen today.
Yeah, I wish I could have had.
I'm sure you should have, right? You should have. It would be amazing.
We have a lot of birthdays following, so now.
So she's suggesting that her birthday is also coming, right? Super. All right. So, absolutely fine, Ramendra. You have all the right to speak your heart out. We are friends, right? We are friends. We should express it. Like, whatever it is, just express. That's the best part. We don't dil mein nahi rakhna. We express it. Super.
I want to take up a question by Prasanta. So he has a two-part question. One is that should he publish his ebook first, or his physical copy should go live first? Can these two not be done together?
It should be done together. You should give people an opportunity to buy any one of them, right? I think both can go together. And did you notice who's there with us there in the chat box? I see a special name. Special name. Who's this person? Like she just became a published author, right?
अरुणा जी कैसे हैं आप? आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई कि आपकी किताब लाइव है, और हम बहुत खुश हैं. मैं बहुत ज्यादा खुश हूँ. जब
और आपसे ज्यादा मैं खुश हूँ.
और आपके पास अरुणा जी की किताब भी है, अगर आप दिखाना चाहें अगर लोगों को.
Absolutely, it is right there in my bag there, right?
Yeah.
Very cool. So Aruna ji, बढ़ती उम्र खोता बचपन. अरुणा जी क्या लिख दिया आपने ये, और मेरा और तेरा बचपन. आप यकीन नहीं करेंगे, आज सुबह when I woke up, I mean this was right there on the table besides my bed, and the moment I woke up, I grabbed the book and I started reading it, right? And it is amazing, and look at those pictures and all of that. अरुणा जी बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो आपको.
Yeah, बहुत प्योर किताब है.
It is like a beautiful book by Aruna Seni. दोस्तों, अरुणा जी हमारे साथ लाइव होंगी जल्दी ही. Shubhali, bring her on. Like, I want to talk to her.
Absolutely, she would be here as soon as possible.
Yes, and we're gonna be celebrating this book launch. और बहुत ही खूबसूरत किताब है, बढ़ती उम्र और खोता बचपन. कितना सत्य है ये, है ना? कितना कटु सत्य है, मैं ये कहूँगा. All right, Aruna ji, thank you so much. I can see you that you are in the chat box. We'll have a live discussion with you. Okay, we're going to be having this live discussion with you. Looking forward to your book as well, Albus and Prasanta, all of you. And if there's any question, just don't hesitate to write an email to us. We'll be happy to get on a call, Shubhali, and we'll be happy to get on a call and help you out.
Absolutely.
अरुणा जी को मुबारकबाद की झड़ी लग गई है. अरुणा जी, कैसा लग रहा है आपको अब? You are a published author and the book is right there in my hand right now. Looking forward to talk to you. Wow, this fills my
You
heart
met
with love.
Aruna some time ago.
I did, right? I did. Huh?
How was it? How is she?
She's amazing. She's one of the purest soul out there, like purest. And I thank BSR, and I want to bring him on as well in one of these sessions. BSR, I mean, he, Aruna knows it better than me. He's a magician, right? So we are like glad that Aruna ji met us through him, and we did. The book is live now. Congratulations, congratulations. All right, thank you so much, Shubhali. It was an amazing session. I love today's session, by the way. Once again, deep apologies for being late, but we were not having fun. We were just answering few questions of other participants, and hence we got a little bit delayed. We'll ensure that we wrap the other session early and be here on time, because I personally look forward to be with all of you. This makes my day, right? This makes my heart beat. This makes me breathe. This is my oxygen. This work that I do is I'm deeply passionate about this, and you know it already, right? We've been connected for a long time now, right, Shubhali? You know it better than me. So thank you so much, everybody. See you next Sunday, same time in this week. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to write an email to us and call us up. We'll be very happy to help you. Okay? Don't worry at all. Thank you so much, Shubhali, for setting this up.
Thank you so much, sir. It feels great that the community is day by day increasing and growing in their own spheres, and it is very emotional. Yesterday, you remember how my reaction was when I saw Aruna ji. जैसे ही अरुणा जी की किताब मुझे
Aruna ji, जैसे ही आपकी किताब Amazon पर live हुई, she was sitting right in front of me, and she jumped 5 feet on her chair, and she was like, "Wow, the book is live!" And that was a genuine reaction coming from somebody who was deeply connected with your book, who is deeply connected with the authors and their success, right? So thank you, Shubhali. I'm proud, and I'm seriously very happy to have somebody like you in the team.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much then. Thank you so much, everybody. See you then. Bye now. Shubhali, in case we have missed author Prasanta's question, please do.
So, author Prasanta is saying that he wants to write his book in 3 different languages: English, Hindi, and Bengali. So should he write them and make them live one by one, or should
one after the other? One after the other.
Okay.
One after the other is my suggestion. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Aruna, it is indeed a gift. It is indeed a gift. इससे बेहतर कोई गिफ्ट हो सकता है क्या? नहीं हो सकता. मैं आज इसको पढ़ने वाला हूँ. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Shubhali. Bye now.